that, look at that. Just as I'm like, hey, let's cut the crap, let's get to the game, the players heard us, and they started up and readied up, and now they want to play. And we're not getting baited probably either, because they're actually rolling out. So let's go, let's see what these players want to do on their first whole mid-fight here on Process, as they're making their way forward. Nice little rollouts from both demos, as you'd expect, So, well, so far so good. Nice little fast roll by Turin, but he doesn't really get anything off the back of it, so it's going to be a slow mid for both teams. Rotating around for TF2easy, just like really chilling on that grass side. Finally the soldiers decide to jump across, but they don't really find anything. They find Yak, I suppose, that's it. But on the other side, they've already collapsed as well. Nazboy's down, Josh gets cleaned up as well. So players-wise, it's actually looking pretty good for Venomcrest right now.
Oh, nice shot by High as well.
Navi gets taken down.
Navi, and they're all in with that as well. Look at that, they're not wasting time of this.
Actually, they've just, like, pressured them back into their side. It's Gazi and Otto, like, stuck on the enemies last year, second here, which is actually kind of bad for them, because spawners are going to be coming sooner rather than later. They have to escape. They're trying to get out through IT, but they got players staring that down as well. It's such a tough situation to get out. They have to just use in order to try and escape you. Maybe get the force out of Poi. Yeah,
no, the scout's going
like
back in. That's the right choice, I think. Gazi's having to go for it, but it's leaving the medic on the beam, and they tried to gamble on spawns being down time. It's just not quite working out. Timing failing for TF2easy, and it's a huge win for Venomcrest already here. They just need to clean this one up.
I mean, that's beautiful. And extended mid-fight, but effectively still winning it with an effective wipe, really. You get a bit of an Uber ad, not much, but I mean, you're already on last. There's barely defensive setup. People are still respawning as well. If you can just play the point a little bit, you get those stickies off. That's already so much pressure. Having your demo play the point, a bit of a controversial choice here, because that's going to mean he's out, and now you have respawners coming in, and they're dealing with these people on the point very, very well. It's only KN and High left here to try and do some damage. They still have some heals, but Poise having an hour 10 keeping them alive. It's only High left against two players. And yeah, you're gonna have to leave here. Poise already getting out and dodging. High's just seeing if he can maybe try and sneak away some cheeky damage here. Nah, he's gonna get katanaed.
I would be like this, but Clan would have won that. They're all on pain train at all times. They would never lose that. Oh, a close call here. It's not quite enough. Worst case scenario as well is they don't really have advantage out of this anymore. They want to fight back, and it's even. I guess it's fightable, but you gotta be careful here.
Yeah, it's certainly some of the TF2s who would
win. Going down.
Yeah, finding those couple of frags is already going to turn this around. They're still being a little hesitant. They know perhaps that there's a cheeky play going on. Term is already on the spy. He's been spotted though. He settles for gunning down Josh, I guess. It's a consolation prize, but yeah, they managed to retake second here, and now with the Ubers equal, and well, 3 players down until a second ago for Venomcrest. They're just going to have to keep backing up. I mean, even if they have to go for the trade here, it's not great for Venomcrest. They don't want to really take it. They're already in bad position as well. TF2easy are pressuring them so much. They got to do something. They find Nazboy, I guess, and it's enough to slow down TF2easy for now. But it won't be much to carry forward.
Barely living as well. Really clutch being on the beam still, but even then, it's just all the way back out. Even after all of this as well, it's no demo man alive anymore. DNC looking good here right now. I want to take this forward. I want to be careful about it as well. You can see the hesitancy a little bit, but either you do it or you don't. There's not much of in between anymore at this point. They've started committing, so they just got to go for it until the bitter end. But it's going to involve a Uber fight sooner or later. It's just a question of when these medics finally need to use.
Yeah, it's not really when they want to. It's more so when they get forced to, or when they don't want to drop their players. Morale getting dropped out of the beam. That's, you hate to see it. He's the beam scout too, so it's already looking a bit better for Venomcrest. They have some ground here. Term finds Nazboy as well. That's a crucial little pick to sneak away. He's flanked behind as well. He's on the combo. He gets so much damage onto Otto. Otto stays. Won the Uber though. He does not use full confidence in his team to clean up Turim there and keep him safe for now. So they're gonna have to take this on to last, but they're still down a couple of players. They managed to find Juno getting snuck out, but still, crucially, Venomcrest haven't even used yet. They had to use for this, and they didn't really get anything out of it except slow down Venomcrest ever so slightly. Now they're gonna have to hold last somehow, and it's gonna be a dire one.
Yeah, that's just the big skill set of medic, right? When do we use in these situations? They opted not to and just get out alive, and they've gotten so far, but at that point they gave up so many numbers to get there. It turns out long term, it just was the wrong call, unfortunately. Sometimes hard to see the greater picture like this as it happens, but it will cost them dearly now making this mistake, as this goes into last already, spamming the gun. They want to get rid of this thing as nice and quickly as possible here. What else can they get with this as well? June is trying to threaten the high ground a little bit, but in the meantime, you need some cap and you're force them out, and the bombs are coming through hard for the blue team.
They're managing to actually get these people off the point. They find the auto kill crucially, so even though they've now lost Poi as well on their side, and this push is all but lost for Venomcrest, basically. They can't really do much anymore. Maybe High is going to try to flank around now, just gets met by Gazi, and one loses that 1v1, and Yak is just walking the walk of shame back. seeing if he can get out Tyram in the meanwhile sniping. So like, even though they got auto there, which means that they're not gonna have a dis-ad.
Getting a double man as well? Wait a second.
Okay. Nazboy's kind of having like a bad time right now. Tyram's got that guy's number for now.
A huge serve by the sniper too, actually.
See what we can do. Jesus. They're kind of on fire right now. Venomcrest kind of hitting some good stuff here. Staying alive very well. I mean, they lost second, but they're in a prime position to try and take it forward again. Once Juno respawns, they certainly can hold this. There's very little stopping them from doing it, and TF2Easy are being cautious as well right now. They've maybe allowed themselves a couple too many slip-ups and mistakes so far in the first 5 minutes here.
Yeah, it's been definitely rough around the edges as well. They just could not find a stride this game just yet, and that's not the first time this happened as well. There's always these like slow starts a lot of the time that I'm kind of accustomed from them as well. It's just a matter of like figuring out their opponents, and as long as they don't lose anything in the process as well, it's usually fine. It tends to go that way for them, but what is the way to go about this right now? VNC is more than happy to throw fights them over and over and over right now. Sniper in this case, I guess, will slow things down, but I don't know if this makes things more comfortable at all here. Medic has to stay at the side, and everyone else can't really sit too pretty there either as well. I don't want to give up their lives as well. Trumps just taking it slow right now, though, not really going anywhere.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to peek deep or anything. He's perfectly content sitting all the way back looking at choke. Nobody on TF2Easy even close to peeking. Maybe occasionally a soldier walks to just see if he can spam into choke a little bit. KN trying to make a move maybe into second as well, but he's just decides, yeah, there's 4 people staring me down. I probably shouldn't, and they're just kind of chilling choke. Finally, they're going to make some space, maybe move forward a bit. Term making his way forward for choke here as well. Maybe can get a hero shot, you never know, right? Just a cheeky little snipe. He's been hitting shots okay, at least. You know, you managed to get the kill onto Nazboy earlier, so there's certainly something that he can do here. He can hit that one shot that he needs to here. Otto is in no danger. He's staying behind that cover for sure, but with him hold up there, you know, if you have the sniper like creating a bit of pressure, creating a sideline here, you could sneak in a soldier as well on the side, have that distraction play, and it gets crucial because then you have something to play off of. Otto is kind of a sitting duck on that point there. You can't really move anywhere else except maybe behind it, right? Move all the way down. But that's certainly not a great position to be in either. You can't really heal your team. So it's on Venomcrest to try and break this hold. They're trying different things, seeing what angles they can approach here. And they don't have all day. You know, we're on the 5-minute timer nowadays, so if they take too long here, they might actually just end up going for a round reset. It's already slowed down a lot. They've already done nothing for the past 60 seconds, so...
Yeah, and at this point, just a straight round reset might just be good for TF2Easy's mental as well. Just get another round start, forget whatever happened on the first mid-fight. It was weird. Don't worry about it. We'll just start off fresh and go from there and just start the game 10 minutes in, basically, right? But, like, nothing ever was lost, really, other than, I guess, a little bit of time, but who cares? They're not down right now. It's all on VNC to just get the first shots going here, quite literally, but the sniper just can't find them yet. Trump's rotating a lot, but nothing much to see just now on the flank here. Gazi is not even going in on him as well.
Just taunting to peek around the corner. You love to see it. Nobody is peeking this. They're like a unit on the point, and nobody on Venomcrest is doing anything either. They're banking so much on Tyram, who is
and he can't peek deep either.
Yeah, he can't peek deep because he's just gonna get spammed out by these, you know, by this like homunculus of TF2Easy players all around the same area. But he's also like not really shot at anybody for the past like 2 minutes. He's just chilling there, just waiting. Maybe somebody's gonna peek.
In hindsight, it's not surprising that they haven't really sniped much yet. There's a headshot, but it's just not enough. That's another one. Cool damage. What now?
Somebody to follow up, perhaps. It's enough. A little bit of damage is enough for Venomcrest. They're gonna take some ground in second. You're trying to take it forward. Finally, make something happen. There's a drop.
He does not want to use today. He does not want to use these people, but you know what? They're making him have to use at some point.
Wow.
This man just wants to hold everything today, and it's backfiring kind of twice at this point. That's an unfortunate one.
There you go. Wow.
And you know, to what extent do you have to use it, and at what point is it just like the rest of the team just having to actually get these guys out of here?
Now
that's
it's on Venomcrest
I guess,
to convert this point, though. Are they going to be able to convert this last one? Surely they do.
Good damage.
They're going to lose Yak. They're going to use Yak. Okay, surely they're finding the frags here slowly but surely. Nope, there goes KN.
Huge shot,
and there goes Juno as well. Yep. Gazi just cleans house. All right.
This man played medic on the German national team.
What a waste.
That's the life you have when you just have too many scouts and nothing else.
Wow. I can't believe that they lost that push. That's actually like sad. But also, you know, I think that's...
Sometimes you're just not the better
Sometimes it just happens. What can you do, you know? What can you do? It happens
to him. Play again.
Yeah, tries.
This man has not played soldier more than 3 minutes this game.
I'm pretty sure he's played less Soldier than any other class so far, yes. I think at the end of the logs, like, it's gonna be like a spy or a sniper icon.
That is right, yes.
Like, that's the #1 icon. Anyway, TF2easy have found a bit of a stride here. They're actually moving forward. They're gonna make their way deep into second here, going up for top IT and using into last already. Just seeing what they can get of it. I mean, they're pressuring all these Venomcrest players back, but they got absolutely nobody capping second. They find 1 kill onto Junu, and now they're just gonna have to run. Gazi is gonna be left behind on last as well, and, well, they still have KN to deal with behind too. They might not even well be aware of. I mean, they're looking behind. There he goes, jumps in, gets one onto the auto, gets the kill. Beautifully done. There's the follow-up by Turum as well, and the rest of the team comes out. And they're just going to clean up these straggling players. Nazboy might even have to pay with his life. He's not careful. He does live, lands on the pack, but could have been dangerous there for him. I mean, in the meantime, they'd find Josh at the very least to clean up, so nothing to worry about either. It's a back and forth.
Yeah, Poi still goes down, that's a problem, but beautiful shots by KN. That's a man growing up on Spire, if I've ever seen one. Coming out clutch, I suppose. Maybe not quite clutch enough, right? Still 10 out. I guess it doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things so much, but it's just not advantage anymore that way. Is what really counts here. This could have been just so much easier now. After a play of TF2easy that I don't hate in theory, but despite the good idea, right, going with the Uber deep into last, because popping into second is not going to net deep anything at all. They just went too deep a little bit. No one could get out anymore, 2 down, and they're just going to invite this repush. So, good plan B there, but the plan A just needed to be a tad bit more clean, I suppose.
I wonder if, like, TF2easy are taking it a little easy right now. Like, they're just trying out some strats and stuff. I mean, as much as you want to meme it, I did see Gazi running the classic. So maybe they're just, you know, trying out some wild strats or whatever. Maybe they were just throwing some things out here for the first, like, 10 minutes, and now they're starting to warm up. And I mean, a nice little bombing by Josh to get the force out of Poi is certainly going to help them. Navi is snuck in behind as well, gets the kill onto Turum. He's still alive as well for so long. Needs, like, 3 players to finally clean him up. That's a value pick right there. And, well, I mean, that's a crucial big Uber ad. They just got to hang on to it for the time being. Venomcrest are going to have to try and have a word with it, and they're going to deny those soldiers from having any ground here. Morale, Gazi on the high ground, just beaming anybody down out of the air. And
yeah, you're not cutting in against that. That's not happening here. Let's see what they can do in return. Uber's up already. You don't want to use here, right? I mean, clearly Auto doesn't want to use to anything right now, except for, like, a last push, I suppose. Other Ubers that seem wasted to them, and for now, not much reason for them to have to use. KN is still kind of forward, but takes the pack, might sneak away just about. So nothing gets to them just now. Takes a little time here, so Poi might have in time, but it's still a few seconds before they have here.
And they finally use it in, but Poi's gonna have Uber as well very, very soon. There it is, the counter Uber out of Venomcrest. It's gonna be a lot better, but is it gonna be enough to actually win them this last hole here? They find the pick onto Nazboy, they find the pick onto Josh here as well, so that should be the pick the push concluded for TF2easy. Nabi's still stuck in with the rest of this team as well, finally backing off. They're realizing, yeah, this is a lot of aggression, we can't really handle it. They gotta back off. Venomcrest are gonna retake second, but they're still gonna have, well, not much to work with, you know? They're still gonna be down on Uber. It's gonna be fast building out of TF2easy as well, probably both sides, let's be honest, but still. It's gonna be another stalemate. It's not like they're going, you know, forward with this.
It's gotta be very unlikely to see TF2easy whole teams go forward with this one right now. If they do, I guess, you know, it better work, because they're cutting it so close once again, twice in a row, with last as well in mind just now. Not a lot of time to make this one work here. They're trying to at least pressure off of it, at least. And, I mean, seeing how far back VNC is at any given point in this situation will tell them how much Uber they really do have. And as long as they don't see them forward, you can still make a move.
Yeah, that's all they need right now. Oh, nice little frag here onto Josh, though. Trades it for KN at the end of the day, I guess. But it's enough to just let TF2easy be bullied into second year Venom, because they're going to come out and they're going to have to use first if they want to actually make it out. So it's going to be a better Uber for TF2easy at the end of the day here. And with the numbers equal and the positioning way better for TF2easy, it's actually looking like Venomcrest are kind of struggling. Yeah, they lose a couple of players here as well. Crucially, Yak going down. That's gonna really hurt it for the last hold. And TF2easy are gonna keep moving this forward immediately. They know what kind of advantage they can get out of this now. With the demo not there to put any stickers on the point pressure is gonna be so crucial. They find KN as well. Boy's alone on the point, basically. Nuthouse finally comes around to try and help out. Gets 1 kill to him. Trades out for Josh. Okay, well, the spawners are here for Venomcrest, so it's enough to let them hold for now with the frags they found, but that could have gone direly wrong.
They're going to be kicking themselves for not shooting the medic. They wanted every other kill first to win the fight, but Poi surviving while they're still not winning the fight afterwards is just going to be worst case scenario. Now, this could have been endless advantage. It still is advantage, debatably, but mostly because Poi just took the beam of the people for a second to block the point, play the hero that they badly needed, I suppose, as well as time again, but much like last time, it's cutting it really close with the Super.
Yeah, they're so slow as well. They're not finding any frags. They got a single sentry gun, but the Uber is ready for Venomcrest. There you go. Poi uses it. They find Morale already as well, so that's a frag, and TF2s are just gonna have to run away again. They keep throwing things at this, and they can't just make it stick. Nazboy gets taken down as well as Nubby, so another couple of frags going their way. Venomcrest can actually keep rolling forward off of this. Josh going down. It's only Gazzy and Otto, and well, they're not chasing it, but it's still so much.
They can't block all the forward ones, though. Two still are here, there's four mid. It's exactly not the soldiers, though. There's gonna be sticky traps, but how much can he really stay in with this now?
Oh, well, enough to find a kill.
Never mind. It's not need even number.
Good enough. That's how he evened it. And actually, you're going to be doing better here because Josh is going to be up. He's going to be jumping in as well. Nubby goes high. And the rest of TF2 is to follow up immediately, just pressuring on these players. Venomcrest, very aware of their situation here. Now the tide has turned, so they're out very quickly as well. But they have to just keep running. Everybody's kind of scattered and not being healed up all that much and not really monolithic around that combo right now. And Josh bombing in, just killing Yak is certainly going to put a lid on that. So now they're going to have to try and hold last without a demo, without, you know, much to go on in terms of defense because the sentry's not even built yet, and Ubers are equal as well. And for once, TF2 aren't using it immediately. They're actually milking it and see how much ground they can get onto last year before having to potentially use. Poi is actually going to be the first to pop. He's kind of going to get forced out as well, and they can't get onto Otto. He's milking for once. He's going to just let Nazboy die. He's going to drop his demo if it's going to keep him alive, keep his Uber alive, and it is good enough for that.
Yeah, holding outside of last has been a little rough on them, but holding on last itself working out brilliantly now for them. That's exactly what they want to see. This is why they're trying to never use in these situations, because the second your med slips away in these fights, and you don't have to use for something that you very easily could get forced for, it is just infinite value now that they can get out of this. There's everyone still alive on last, but they're not going to get this clutch Uber like the last 3 times you've seen on last year, so this has to be it, right? They worked so hard to get here.
Or whatever. It's still the first round, by the way. We've been here for a while already. Finally, maybe this last push could be the one for TF2easy, but they gotta finish it up. There's a lot of cap time already, but here comes the respawn wave, so to say, from Venomcrest. They find a kill onto Poi, but Otto's right on the other side, so it's not even gonna be an ad, and they've lost everybody but Josh. It's only Josh left. He's in the panic room. Is he gonna... No, he's not gonna get out. He's getting cleaned up. There you go.
No, just throw it. Never mind. Okay, Julie did a really nice job there, though. Just getting in close, uncontested, like through the sidelines, sneaking up to the medic, getting that kill very early while the fight was not really escalated yet. Rare that an early med kill is actually really good for them here, but this was probably the best it can get. The fight was just kind of slowing down. A perfect time to sneak in there and get away with it here. However, they're not getting away with much else right now. Just deep play in with Dram. They're just walking in on it. They don't want to give up second. Have Nubby from the flank as well. No one's covering that at all. He's getting in onto the medic. 4-3 as well. Hits another nice rocket there at the end. I don't want to just make holding any of this a lot harder. No one has good health or heals at all. And what now?
What now? What now, Venomcrest? Well, they gotta try and find something here. Gotta try and get onto Otto or something, but they know it's so dangerous. The fake call might even psych them out. They know that they're gonna have such a huge disat, potentially even a full one. Kayan just kind of the last man standing here, just making his way back as well. Yak obviously trying to maybe get some stickies or something going, but they have to get out to last. There's nothing you can really do at this point. Uber is now ready for TF2easy as well. Venomcrest, again, they're not going to have it, but TF2easy have tried 4 times now, and they can't get into this last point. Maybe this time is the one. I don't know. It's a full Uber ad. It's about the same as the last one. There's a sentry this time, though. They managed to take it down instantly. Are they going to be able to get much else off of it? Not much cap time at all. As the Uber's already faded. It's going to be looking more and more dire for them. They got to start finding frags. They find a few. KN and Poi get taken down. They lose Otto and Gazzy on the other side, but it doesn't matter because nobody on Venomcrest wants to stand on the point.
Well, I mean, they kind of tried, but at the same time, Josh was pushing up from behind them as well, and suddenly it's just GG in every situation, right? You just lost enough high ground position that Josh can put up himself up there and pencil them just a tiny bit enough to finally get around all this to get 1 point lead. And VNC were hot on the last bit fight, so it's a dangerous game to be playing here, so.
Well, last bit fight was also almost 20 minutes ago, so you know, it was quite a while ago. We're looking at ancient history in terms of this game. Term is going to be first to die, actually. Big bomb in by the rest of TF2easy and Nubby Josh, following up with Gazzy as well. They're just chasing everybody out of choke. They've only found Yak off of all of that damage, though. Yunu might get caught here, does get caught here, and Cam is in the flank. He does get 1 knock onto Otto, can't get the air shot, unfortunately. Otto just serves it beautifully.
Anyway.
Oh my lord.
All that, and Poi will still die, and they're on fire now. All it took was 1 round to remember. Wait a second, we're actually really good at this game. Time to win this.
Well, it's like, this happens time and time again. TF2easy seem like this long warm-up period team, right? They have like
they
one
really do,
slow round or like a couple of rounds where they like suck, and then they suddenly like a switch flips, and they like wake up.
It's just they're downloading their opponent on like dial-up internet.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe the download is fine to complete, hopefully. We know how good they are when that starts happening here, and if they just wrap this one up quick now, that would do numbers for them here. They're pushing to last. To lose Josh early. Cap time starts though. People have to test this once again really, really quick. Not much counter damage on the blocking players. They're just getting out of here.
Yeah, I mean, they managed to deny a nice little bomb there by Navi as well. Nice little air shot to just deny him, and it's good enough to keep TF2easy at bay. Now Venomcrest is going to try to do the same into second here. KN manages to land on Nazboy, get that kill. Navi in the meantime just moves forward and does a lot of damage himself, and well, he's still uncontested for the time being. Might actually get on the point, but that's dangerous. I managed to turn around and just kill him, but that could have been problematic if they just let that guy run away with it. Gazzy's going to try the same. He gets cleaned up by both scouts, though, so not a problem there. And everybody else in TF2easy is now in front of them. Josh is just caught in a horrible place there. Everybody else has to run away. Nazboy, if he's lucky, could get somebody with those little cheeky sticky traps, but doesn't look like anybody in Venomcrest is really going to go through choke. They're just going to rotate right through IT. They have this Uber ready as well. It is not much to write home about. Yak tries to bomb in, can't really do anything. It's going to be killing Navi. There goes Morale as well. The counter Uber is ready for TF2easy, so it is going to be a lot better. And, well, they have no players to use it on, but at least they're going to be able to get out alive, I guess.
I mean, they've been here before, right? They've already seen what happens when everyone dies and then autos are on, so it's better to just get the word of the equation with settle with the fact that it's pretty much even afterwards and just go to a second stalemate.
Well, stalemate it could be, but Venomcrest have a word with it. They just sent in both of their soldiers immediately, seeing if they can get anything out, and neither of them really do much at all. They find a bit of damage, but there's no follow-up. They can't crucially find the kills. Both of them get cleaned up, and everybody else just has to run away again. Juno actually finds the kill onto Josh. Is he gonna get the kill onto? He does get a kill on Navi as well. All right, my man's just making up for both of those kills. Morale finds the kill, but finally, but still, single-handedly Juno equalizing that. And
yeah, Juno is done running away.
It's time
to fight. They need to fight. There's not much time left, and they still need at least a one round to get something out of this match.
And they gotta get it as well. They're not giving this up either. I mean, TF2easy putting up quite of a fight here. They find a kill onto Yak there. That's actually quite crucial. That's gonna turn the tides in their favor. And yeah, Venomcrest immediately running away. Terra move a nice little bomb around, gets one rocket onto auto, but that's all he's gonna get, and he just surfs it away. And now Venomcrest are gonna have to be on second with 2 players down and equal Ubers. It's only a matter of time before TF2easy bully their way into this. And, well, if there's an exchange, they come out on top of it, but looks like Venomcrest respect it, and they just go to lost.
Alright, well, one step at a time, I guess. It's getting back to the right direction, right? 7 minutes left here. I can play this to some extent, though. At least you still really want to wrap up the round though, before anything is said and done right now. So, still in their best interest to find an opening here, but at least they can take the time to think about it now, rather than having to worry to even get a single one before the overtime starts ticking on them.
I mean, if this was a football match right now, you know, you'd have like shots on goal from TF2easy like 18 and hits like goals 1. So, you know, they're not doing great with these last pushes to begin with. They've tried to send in both soldiers here, just get absolutely nothing out of it, find a single scout kill, and almost lose morale there as well. So, you know, just nothing going for them, really. I don't know if it's process that they struggle with, but right now, TF2easy are not the dominant team that you would expect them to be. Even though they're like in control of the game right now and they are up around, it's not dominant, right?
I can't wait for process to come around, and it's just a 10-minute play.
I mean, who knows? Maybe.
I mean, that's
maybe
what I heard last time. So I wouldn't be completely surprised.
Well, it's up to them, really, right? Venomcrest are in a rough spot. They can't push out of this, obviously. They have to wait for TF2easy to try something to mess up royally mess up a last push, try and get out off the back of that. And right now, TF2easy are taking it. Well, they're taking it easy. You know, they know they're up around. They can take it slow. They finally find a kill into KN there. The city gets taken down as well.
Flank. There we go, that's just a quick force. That's enough. Out of dispenser for 1 second, instantly in with that as well. That's what you need to see. This is what I've been missing to see in Witness games, the last, because they've just always been in positions where they win before they have to do any of this. But this is just really refreshing to see. It's like, this amount of work you have to do on this last point to get all these people in good positions at once is really, really difficult. But it's doable, and the top teams are getting much better at it now.
Yeah, well, there's the counter push now again. Finally, TF2easy. Early Uber actually outed him. Finally covering a bit of ground, but they only caught a couple of kills. There goes Yak, but are they going to be able to get the point finish up? There's a lot of pressure on it. There's a lot of cleanup. Juno with a heavy just putting down the pain. He's finally going to get cleaned up by Josh, and it's Nazboy left trying to get the point, but he can't. He gets the airshot as well, and he gets taken down.
KN did 1 million damage at last call.
Unbelievable. I'm pretty sure that's like... His damage might actually be in the quad digits for that one push alone. I don't know what happened there, but he killed everyone. He killed everyone.
Okay, that's all cool and stuff, but they still have to win a round.
Yep, they have 4 minutes to make it happen. So Venomcrest, keep up the pace. KN just like carry the team even harder. Keep it going. Nubby is still in behind, as he does. You know, I don't think anybody's actually aware of him. He's just in lobby chilling. Okay, looks like KN has found him. Figured out maybe something's going on here. There's an imposter among us, or whatever the kids say nowadays. And yeah, they find him. They clean him up. All right, fair enough. I guess he slowed down Venomcrest a little bit. And it's gonna be equal Ubers by the time they actually try to push mid here, but, you know, I guess they still gotta keep moving. They just gotta keep moving.
It's only one pick they have, it's not a whole lot. It's still gonna have some opportunities to play forward with this as well. High trying to get on a demo kill. Can't quite get it, but gets back in time. There's no heals for them though. The pack is gone, the medic is not there in time. High is the first casualty right now. Ken playing from the back. Could be clutch, could be awful. For now, no one's playing around it as well. They're just falling back, and with that, he's just kind of left to die, most likely. No one's really going for it. Oh, there we go. Now he takes 300 before going for the fight.
Yeah, you never know, man. Not
trying to let him win that, and there you go. That's all it takes.
Don't give him any chances. That guy's been kind of crazy lately over the past like 15 minutes. You don't want to take any risks.
Few years.
Yeah, maybe.
No, not quite that much, but I guess he's been coming up for a little while now. Yeah.
Well, let's see if TF2easy can try and keep this rolling forward again. They have everything that they want, any advantage they could have.
Oh, that's going on early though.
Aren't giving it up yet. They're actually gonna drop Nazboy. Oh, it's actually kind of disastrous for TF2easy here, isn't it? I mean, Venomcrest are going to have to keep rolling forward. They lose Poi immediately as the Uber fades. Now they have to win this post-Uber fight, and at least TF2easy has heals. They kept Otto alive. He managed to escape as well, and they're going to just keep going backwards.
Okay, Chad, I want your guys' opinions. Was this worth it? You get 3 people, you get into mid, but you lose your medic. Like, I mean, they're still in the lead, so I guess anything that keeps an Uber at is probably 100% fine, right?
I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's only 3 minutes, right? You're up the Uber advantage as well. Venomcrest have to make something happen. Something miraculous at this point. Because not only have they played, like, on their side of the map for the past, like, 25 minutes, right? I don't think they've been on, like, the blue second once. They probably don't even know what this part of the map looks like. They haven't been here all match. And then they have to actually convert the round. Like, they have to convert the round. They had, like, one last push attempt and went horribly. So, like, Venomcrest have to somehow pull a miracle out. They have to just convert this. TF2easy are not taking any risks, you know? Even if they're up to that Uber, they're just holding. They're perfectly content with just waiting out these last 2 minutes. Worst case, it goes to a golden cap, but I think they're confident that they would win that even. So, Venomcrest have to make something happen. They have to make the plays, and they know that. And TF2easy knows that. So they're perfectly content with just holding and sitting back. High's gonna walk forward and just feed. Trades out for Josh somehow throughout the tail end of that. And I guess that's good enough for now, but is it all you want to get a push going? Probably not. What? Oh god, no.
They tried.
He's been shut down. Anti-air. Well,
how do you anti-air the anti-air man himself? But they managed to. Man down.
That's all it took. And it's just every single death like that is just slowing down Venomcrest ever so slightly more, right?
They got 90 minutes. They just got to exchange it.
90
seconds.
They don't have a choice. They got it, yeah. They have no choice. They have to move. They know they have to. I can hear Yak screaming from here. Like, he just wants to go. He's waiting for everybody to get buffed up. He's waiting for everybody to be there. We know the match is ended because there was a tiny little lag spike, but is it going to be with a 1-1 or a 1-0 scoreline? Well, we'll have to see as Venomcrest finally make their way forward into second. There's the exchange. It's obviously going to be slightly better for TF2easy as the defenders, but is it going to be enough for them to keep holding on to it? As it stands, the post-Uber is certainly going their way. They find the first frag onto KN. Lose a couple on the other side, though. Crucially, Otto going down. No heals means that this could actually be a very good one for Venomcrest. They're just finding all the frags right now that they need to find. It's only Nubby and Nazboy left. And, well, Nubby's hiding in IT, but surely they're aware that this guy is up to no good.
Well, KN will spawn on him, so at least if we can block the back cap, I suppose.
Just gotta get this point capped. Are they gonna be able to get the cap time? There's so much respawn is for TF2easy. They got the demo, but is it enough? They just gotta get these bodies off the point. They finally do! Oh my god!
TCM or like VNC somehow This is the one season where Yak is actually the most clutch person of all time.
Unbelievable. He's earned it. Honestly, he's earned it. What the hell? They've already snuck 1 point off of TF2 There you go.
Clutch Yak does it again.
Just like that, we're going to a damn golden cap. Who would have seen this coming?
If you couldn't hear him scream before, you definitely can now. Just open your windows.
There's a primal fucking scream somewhere echoing across, I guess, the US according to TFTV, right?
Don't worry about that. Oh boy, well...
Wow.
That is... I can't even call it the throw of a lifetime, because, like... I mean, sure, they played it bad enough to lose the fight, of course, but, like, they didn't, I think, conceptually do too much wrong, right? They just got out-DM'd, really. Staying on second is definitely the right call, I think. I guess the only thing you could maybe change is just opt to have, like, an engineer on the field already, maybe?
You know what they could have changed is not have 6 last push attempts and only one of them successful.
I guess, I mean,
that would probably help. That would probably help a little bit, but yeah, that's probably like what really bites TF2 here. Again, I was hinting at it at the start that they were like maybe just messing a little bit, trying some wild strategies or whatever, but I think they just suck on process. I think that's what we're getting to right now. TF2 is struggling with process right now.
Having a weak map in top prem doesn't sound like a big problem, right? Because you get to pick maps in the regular season, even you get to pick maps in the best of threes, but do you really want to waste on process of all maps as well?
They having process being a weak map is weird, because you'd expect like everybody kind of like knows and likes this map. It's played so much in pugs, right? Everybody's kind of aware.
The one time they actually got to do like the pressure on even last as well, it looked really good too, but that was the one big highlight, I suppose, really. I mean, there was like some okay stuff in between, but never enough. A very strange game out of TF2 here. VNC shown us that they can do it. They've been the clutch snakes once again. Let's see what they can do this time.
Yeah, let's see if they can actually take this golden cap and take a couple an extra point off TF2 here, as this golden cap mid-fight is underway. Both TF2 soldiers going high. They find a bit of damage, but they actually only finally find a kill onto point. They've lost 2 on their side already, and there goes Yak as well. So it's a back and forth, but Heel's crucially staying alive. Auto, well, until now, Turum finally finds that kill, staying alive for a little longer. It's actually a 1 mid for Venomcrest for the time being. And they can probably keep rolling forward as well. Poi is going to spawn first, is going to get healing up first, so this could actually be the one.
That's the bad kill they need. There we go, also going down. That's what they need on this mid fight right now, and suddenly it's all open again for VNC to take here. It's not a lot of Uber ad though, right? Poi died really late as well, and suddenly it's ad, sure, but you gotta be quick with this.
Well,
they're having to do so much to win this.
They don't have to be quick, they just have to win the fights, and they've been okay at that so far. Depends on whether they can do it again, and whether TF2 struggle with it again. They trade out Navi for high for the time being, so there's something there. Are they gonna find more? They trade out Nazboy for KN, so the trades are going in their favor. These are good deals for Venomcrest. Can they keep going forward? Nagassi eats a nasty little pipe there. There goes Morale cleaned up as well. But Josh, the Major has arrived.
He's here, and he's gaming. Here. Oh boy. There we go. That was looking like game over right there. But then Josh decided, wait a second, I'm the best.
And
he's not done yet.
Nope, he's still killing. There goes a nice little kill on too high as well, and it's just gonna keep rolling it forward. That full Uber as well. Surely there's no... Okay, I can't say this because I know it won't happen. I'll jinx it, but surely there is no way they can lose it now, right? They're keeping this momentum up. Surely, just rolling forward that full Uber into last. It's gonna be beautiful if you're a TF2 fan. Navi does get taken by KN, that might stunt them for a little bit and give Venomcrest that crucial little bit of extra confidence. Turum's still up as well, but he does get denied by Josh, so now they're aware he's in IT. He's not gonna be doing much. KN just on the low ground gets taken down, so they're slowly inching their way forward here. And, well, they're losing their Uber ad, so... And my boy might get here in time. They're not going to be able to use immediately, or much they're not going to use immediately. They're going to see how much they can do in terms of ground, and they're getting so much cap time! Nobody wanted to jump onto that point. Matter of fact, nobody's even going to jump on it at all. The only reason that cap stopped for a second was because Auto used. That's it. Okay.
I mean, you got to use for the logs.
Yeah, but nobody wanted to block point, I guess. All right, sure.
All right, well, not even close. TF2 wins like everyone expected.
Yeah, what an anticlimactic ending to process, I guess. Well. Let's look at some logs.
Oh boy, well, I don't know if the logs will tell me anything that I want to see at this point anymore. I think this gameplay is all that really mattered right now. That was a map and a half, despite the 2-minute golden cap. Oh, okay. What a weird one this was.
Turns out Serum did play more Soldier than off-class that match.
That's crazy. How could he?
It's like the first 5 minutes left an impression on you, and then you realize, wait, he played Soldier for 26 minutes anyway. And he was an impact player. He was an impact player.
He went positive on Soldier.
Yeah, that's something.
It's the spy that's dragging him down.
Interesting. I mean, what do you glean from this immediately? It was a slow match, and I think it shows.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, certainly not the ton of kills. I mean, I guess unsurprisingly, Can man of the match maybe certainly kills wise, that is a fact. And I guess from impact that we've seen, probably also true. Sometimes logs tell you, in fact, what you already seen in gameplay, and this is one of those things. Well, the man just had a big game, and you can't take that away from him.
I think both Soldiers on VNC did. I mean, Serum, did a lot of damage, did a lot of work for his team as well. And
see, I would be upset about how did High only die 7 times, but then I realized that there was like a lot of last holding.
Yeah, they really.
And it was a slow game, so I guess where would you die at as a pocket scout in those situations?
They spent a lot of time on their last. Like Venomcrest were, I don't know the exact stats, but I think they were probably on their own last for like at least 15 minutes, if not longer.
I will say, without context, seeing Yak go 5 and 8 in a game that they didn't lose is very funny.
Yeah, fair enough. Man.
Alright, well, we have the next map coming up shortly as well. It's Koth again, right? That's going to be a big change of pace. There's pretty much nothing we just saw in here will realistically matter all that much.
Potentially.
Simply because it's just a whole different game mode now. We have 2 of the Koth maps in the season now. I like both of them quite a bit. They play pretty differently, but not in like absurd ways, I think, either. And Product just want everyone's a bit more familiar with. TF2 easy historically has been pretty decent out in, for sure. Not really been the sniper team all too much as well. They can swap the sniper if they really have to, but they don't really want to for the most part, even with capable snipers on the roster, I suppose. They prefer to play this the traditional way. They believe that's the better way to do it, and it's been going well the past few seasons. Let's see how it goes for VNC. If I remember correctly, this was the one they lost to 4 fans, though. I think both maps were close. I'm pretty sure I remember that much, but
I think VNC has been like close with almost everyone. That's
just how it's been. It's like reverse TF2 easy, where like both teams are close with everyone, but TF2 easy tends to win them and VNC tends to lose them. Except this time around, I mean, hey, they've been winning a few more than last season, so.
Well, they got a point at least, right? They got a point out of the golden cap now. In
that's
Product, they can't get that.
Like, imagine, like, theoretically, right? I guess it's already not true, but theoretically, if like 4 fans had the exact same results as them, but got the win on the one map over TF2 easy, that would just be like 2 points lead they would have. That VNC can't back up anymore, right? If they tie, if they have the exact same results everywhere else. This is not quite bridging that gap, but it's 1 point's helping get there. That's a very, 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 very valuable point to have at the end of the season still. That's going to be difficult to get for other teams, in fact, right? VNC has this point where CSG doesn't, and that's momentarily the closest contestants for the last playoff spot, so they're going to be really happy with this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's certainly something. And you mentioned it like with the sniper earlier as well. I feel like this is something I've just noticed recently in general. Like, a few years ago, Product used to be like this notorious map where if you had like a great sniper, and like almost every team that had a great sniper would always play around them, right? You'd have like the sniper double scout set up, and teams would really struggle with taking it down. But I think in recent years, because soldiers have gotten so much better, they just like they get behind, shut down the snipers so much, you see way less sniping on Product nowadays. You see way more cookie cutter. I don't know if that's just like my very basic, like, surface level
I mean, a lot of it comes down to what the top teams at any point believe is the best, right? If it ends up being the best, it's a matter of like long-term history, I suppose, really proving it or not. One thing's for sure, if there's a team that is just starting to beat you on sniper, it can be really hard to just get back into the pace of things. More so true in the Ordivs, I guess, right? Once there's like an Ordivs, you see a team go sniper in the middle of a match, and actually it works. It's just kind of GG, because adapting to it is impossible. And if you don't have another sniper, you can't really fight fire either. Premit's a little bit different, right? Because it's very well laid out who usually does it, who is willing to swap around for potentially as well. And I guess sometimes, some seasons, you just have like none of the teams really want or have the ability to, players-wise, to really accommodate swapping classes around as well. something like this, and rarely do you ever see someone actually want to sit there with 2 soldiers and only 1 scout when they could, in fact, play 2 scouts in any capacity with sniper without.
Yeah, is very true. So I
anyway, the
wonder...
shit talk's coming out.
Yeah,
so that's what I like to see.
The chat is, the in-game chat is on fire right now. My lord, this is a yak match, all right. This is exactly what I was hoping for, and I'm glad we're seeing it.
I'm not gonna click on the Discord image that I sent in the chat.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to like click on anything anybody sends ever, but it's great. It's absolutely wonderful stuff. But product is gonna be an interesting one. I haven't seen it that much this season, actually. I mean, I think I've seen more bagel matches than I've seen product matches this season. And I don't know, that's just what I've been watching, but you know, that's what I've been seeing. I do wonder how well TF2 is gonna do on this map.
Yeah,
if it's going to be,
I will
like,
say there's been a heavy amount of CoF this season, all things considered. That was the fear no one's going to pick CoF when it's the pick bands now, but it's worked out quite a bit, so I'm pretty happy.
What I do wonder is if they're going to be as close on this match, on this map, or if, you know, TF2s are going to be looking a bit more dominant here, a bit more control. Maybe now that they've warmed up a little bit, you know, maybe they're going to be feeling a bit better. I don't know. It's on VNC to take home more points, I guess.
Yeah, this is, I don't know, like the last time I've seen a TF2 in this map, it was the least close game I've ever seen. I haven't maybe watched all of the officials, they might have played in between, but the last time I've seen them here, it was just not a contest. It was a team good on CoF against a team that just didn't stand a chance, and that was the guys that tied with them for week 1 on VNC, that was the friendly, so I have trouble believing this will be very close, but I kind of thought that going into the first map as well.
Never know, right? Yeah, you thought it in the first map as well, and then it took like 20 minutes for the first round to convert. Anyway, they actually want to play. We're looking at a match of product, and these teams want to game, so here we go. Let's see what they've got in store for this first little mid-fight. As soldiers go high, Josh gets taken down first. He's going to be the first to fall. Nabi manages to slip in behind on the other side, though, for TF2. He's still alive as well. Poise very low, but does manage to crucially meet up with his scout, so he's going to stay alive. And meanwhile, Term has taken down, I believe, Otto, or like, I don't know who Otto died to, but he died to something. And it was KN, actually. Okay, yeah, there you go. So, fair enough. They managed to get that little kill, even if they lose the point for now. Venomcrest looking in a great position to immediately retake it and actually hold, maybe even a bit more aggressively if they want to.
Yeah, that's a recap real quick as well, not as quick as on the Bagel maybe, but have plenty of time to get away with it this time around. Now add-on point, lost 10 seconds for it, not a big deal as long as the Super's getting to put to good value. Boy surfing away, certainly make sure they don't have to use it early, but should just want to cap them right now. They want to force out some reaction out of them here and see what they can sneak away right now. With 1 down, lots of damage on them. Not going to be lasting too long, didn't lose too much time yet. That first 10 seconds on the cap certainly helps to stem the bleeding of VNC with add-on point right now.
Yeah, I mean, they're having a decent time, just chilling here, just waiting. TF2easy, slowly but surely getting their Uber ready as well. We're gonna be looking at an exchange here sooner rather than later. They know they gotta get on that point. They can't just wait. This isn't 5CP. So they have to get on that point eventually. Nabi's gonna try to make a move for it. Moves in deep into the combo, but doesn't get the hit onto Poi. This gets cleaned up with a fadeaway rocket, a little bit of splash, but that's all there is. Josh tries to follow up, gets 1 more rocket, but it's still not enough to kill Poi or even get the force. Poi is actually milking so long and dies to an arrow!
Josh was just nice with it.
Alright.
You have 6 people that can deal damage, you gotta use them all.
Medic diff. Okay, well, there's that, I suppose. That's one way to convert around.
Wait, JMax, can you put shit talk on the stream real quick? This is very important.
Oh my. Anyway, yeah, there's a lot of shit talking. It's gaming. It's gaming. Anyway, surely TF2easy, yeah, they use their Uber here, they pressure out anybody. Retake the point. That's
I think BC deserves another point for that one.
What a turn of events. I'm speechless, honestly. I don't know what happened, but Venomcrest are now trying desperately to get out of their spawn, and they've lost 2 people for it already. They find a kill onto Morale. They finally make their way forward with a combo as well, but yeah, I mean, we gotta get on the point here, and there's a bomb by Josh.
They don't want anyone to get out of spawn, and you know what? They're not leaving.
Gassy just runs forward and just gets another kill onto Poi as well. Yeah, I think TF2
Otto was an auto-clip the entire time.
Doesn't even matter.
I just realized everyone was hunting them down on left and Otto's just chilling on the right.
Well, you know, he's been shown he's capable of handling himself.
Yeah.
He's been doing completely fine. He's already got more medic kills than half of his team, so that's something to brag about.
Well, let's see how it goes from here. For now, the last few minutes certainly have been looking real hot for TF2easy, kind of what I expected finally coming out from them after the mid loss. They can keep this alive. This would be a very quick round from here with this advantage. Let's see how they will play this 199 coming forward. Scout drop very early, but they're moving forward anyway. What can you do about it now? They're already on the move here. Nasboy gets flanked and didn't see KN hiding behind the fence.
And they find the frag onto Yak on the other side, but is that going to be enough? Nubby gets cleaned up as well. Junior's still in. Their scouts are just cleaning house for Venomcrest right now. Both of them just getting a couple of kills each. That's a wipe for TF2easy. And they barely got under them in time, so Venomcrest are just going to equalize that timer immediately and keep it rolling forward with a full ad, a full team wipe. They're going to forward hold, and well, I mean, TF2 have to get out of that as soon as possible because they don't have a lot of time to work with.
Yeah, that was a really nice collapse from the two players behind them on Steph, just putting in good value. I've been talking a lot the past few weeks about how important forward holds are on Bagel, but they are certainly also good and fairly necessary high level on this map as well. So let's see how much value to get out of these. But for now, it's ending pretty quickly. It still gets a couple of seconds, I suppose. Making have to work here and swap from Pyro back to Scout, I guess. So it's not like it's done nothing, but it hasn't done enough maybe to really make a big change right now. It doesn't matter so much. The lead, and Juno is just pressing W like there's no tomorrow.
He's having a good time with it too. I mean, gets the kill with it. Josh gets cleaned up by High here as well. So the Scouts running rampant for Venomcrest right now. The Finnish duo having a good old time, a jolly old time on product, as you may expect from a Scout on this map. It tends to happen. It's not unheard of. But now TF2easy have to try and get back on this point. They got 30 seconds. They got to use this super quick. They're going to send in morale deep, and the counter Uber comes out of Venomcrest finally. It's obviously going to be a lot better, but it was kept solo on morale. They're getting body blocked as well, trying to run away. Finally, the Uber's faded for both teams, but it's going to be the post-Uber fight that decides how this point is going to turn out, how this first round is probably going to shake out. And right now, frags are falling both ways. Boy gets taken down crucially on the side of Venomcrest. Otto still alive, but left alone. Finally gets cleaned up as well. High just running rampant right now. Gazzy's the only one together with Nubby on the point here, so they're probably going to be able to flip it. There goes High taken down. Yak is going to have a word with it, do a lot of damage, but he's got to fight these two players, and that is something to deal with. Yeah, he's going to be taken down as well. So the point will flip for TF2easy, but we're in overtime.
And they made a decision. They let the medic get killed here, but they let the Scout and the soldier behind them get away with it, and it's hard to say now if it's going to work out for them here. At least they're re-pushing this fight against the team with not really much ad, but they have to make this push happen as well. Maybe could have gotten away with it last time if they just got the damage class kills first, but they've made that decision. They have to deal with it now. Bombs coming through the flank as well. Nubby and Scout. Gazzy cleans it up, gets the kill right nice and quick there, but all they want is to recap here, and they're so desperate with it. They're just letting themselves get flanked completely.
Yeah, just pincered from behind. Scouts and I think it was Nubby just walking around them. Or like, and Josh actually coming from Cliff, just waltzing all over them, just getting them taken down. That's absolutely disgusting for Venomcrest here. Like, how are you going to get back out of this? You just have to hold W. You have to hold W into an Uber somehow. Lose point immediately. Goes Yak and High as well. You have to get onto that point, get cap time. Somehow hold it for an extra 20 seconds here. It is just do or die time somehow. They got it. I guess they got the force out with the sack wave. Now they got to take the dry fight. They have to still find their way out. They get slowed down by stickies. They actually switch to crits, but Nasboy is just cleaning up on Cliff. Gazzy cleans up High as well. There goes Navi with a kill onto Poi again, and the first round is just going to go the way of TF2easy, yeah.
Alright, they had two actually forward holds here on TF2easy, and both times they've gotten insane value. Last time they just completely wiped them, and this time it just ends the round right then and there. Coming out clutch when they have to finally. Getting the first round win here, first to 3. This is how it's played, so a little bit more left to go here for sure. It's a good sign though, after a small L on the mid fight, I guess. Still come back after a rough beginning on this map.
Well, let's see how this next one's gonna go. Joshua deep bomb in immediately, just gets taken down. Unfortunately, he's not gonna be doing much. Nubby gets what his compatriot could not, and the kill onto Poi. And Yak's actually the only one left alive. Yeah, he manages to like run in, and at some point Otto did die, so at least the medics are gonna be equal with the Ubers here. Yeah,
oh, beautiful bomb for TF2easy.
Yeah, they got in nicely. Beautifully done.
Alright, well, there we go. Crit quick switch by Poi. Alright, I don't know if this is where I would start having desperate measures be taken, but, you know, that's what they want to call here. Yeah, and let's see how it goes. I mean, I have never seen Yak fail a crits before, so
Never.
this has got to be fantastic.
It doesn't happen at all, but maybe they won't even get it with these like soldiers just bombing in from TF2easy. There you go, Poi gets taken down again. They're just letting Nubby and Josh roam free right now. As much as the scouts are doing a lot for Venomcrest, crucially they are not shutting down these soldiers enough. They're just letting them get away with it, and well, Nubby is like, you know, kind of like one of the best in the game right now, so you let that guy jump past you, you've already lost your medic basically. You just gotta try to find a response to it, and Auto coming up on his Uber is gonna make this even harder for Venomcrest to find a way back into this. I mean, they might be able to edge a bit of cap time, but eventually TF2s are just gonna use. They know they've got like a full ad. They don't even have to really worry about using if they do, because they'll probably just kill the entire team anyway. Venomcrest have to find a way to make use of what they got. I mean, they're not running the crits anymore. I think they already switched off of it. Yeah, it was a failed attempt, so they're just opting to go for a normal exchange again. Now they have to find a way out of forward hold, though. Yak is not going to have an easy time with that. He's going to get taken down, and, well, they're just in spawn now, waiting.
Alright, let's see, looking good. I will say for one thing TF2easy is really good at right now, it's just the composure, right? They've been through hell and back last map in the most frustrating positions of all time, and they managed to keep at it like nothing ever happened and just keep going with it. We know they can be, we've seen them before at the top level as well, I suppose, so it shouldn't be surprising, but still reassuring to see that they're not letting this shit get to them, and, you know, still play to the best of their abilities on anything afterwards. And look at that, this round has not been close yet.
Yeah, I mean, Venomcrest even trying to just like maybe bust through, you know, get that forward hold. They just get cleaned up, nothing, no problem, no sweat even broken for TF2easy here. Here's another hold busting coming in with the pyro. They managed to get a bit of ground on the grass side, but is it going to be enough to actually get in here? They lose KN immediately, and Morale's just going to like keep walking forward again. There's the rest of the team collapsing onto Yak as well. He gets taken down. They find Josh, they find Nasboy. So they should be able to make their way to the point eventually, but Gazzy's going to clean up high as well, so again, they're bleeding so many players, they haven't even put a second on their timer yet. And we're already down to 30 seconds almost for TF2easy. So Venomcrest have to just start somehow becoming dominant. They not only have to cap this, they have to rule this point with an iron fist for the next 3 minutes.
Yeah, last round it was short, concise forward holds, just got kills and then left it afterwards as well. This time around, this lasted minutes on the forward hold as well. This has gotten them almost the entire round already here. They're fighting back with Diva now, getting the point back as well. TF2easy reluctantly will have to give this one up, but this is just the one small slip up away from Reality to just be game over right away here. This round is on the brink already. 15 seconds left, there's nothing at all, and look at that, they're just getting spawns up, immediately fighting back. All they need is a bit more cap time here. The kills are coming through for the other side for now. Maybe they can still make this happen, but they gotta win so many more fights like this.
Oh, they're finding frags though. There's a little bomb in by Nubby, but he can't get the kill he wants. Never mind, you got Poi, never mind. I was
Yeah,
Josh,
no, Nubby got Poi like 3-4 times already.
Yeah, I guess it's like a default case now. I should just like default to that. Oh, Nubby's bombing. I wonder if Poi's gonna die. Well, that's gonna put a wrench in their plans, because they were actually looking decent there. They were finding the frags, but with Poi going down here, and well, Auto coming up on an Uber, TF2easy have basically got the round in their bag. They just gotta get across this point, get the cap time going, and they'll have it easy peasy. They got 2 minutes to make it happen. It's not like that's completely undoable. You got plenty of time in a King of the Hill match when you've got 2 minutes, so they can take as long as they'd like here. Get everybody healed up, get everybody into positions. Maybe even drop a player or two. Kunu probably loves getting dropped out of that one as I get straight out on the other side. And well, Venomcrest kind of just have to get onto that point if they want to really get back into it, but they got nobody to put on it.
Yeah, TF2easy just delays this one for the last baller and then are ready to go as well. They need 15 more seconds. Doing this with 6 people makes this all the easier here, and an Uber to spare as well. Even better. This is not be early, but they can just pop Uber on point and make this so difficult for anyone to get anything at all here. That is getting flung all over, and the second the rocket shoots them off the point, that is the round then and there. TF2easy. Finally, it took like half the round here last round as well to really get going. Just looking incredible now.
Yeah, this is the team that you would expect them to be. Maybe they really just struggle with process. Something about it, something about that map gets them in the wrong space, because Product is looking like they're looking like a different team. They're looking a lot more dominant, a lot more in control, especially in this last round we just saw. So let's see if they can keep that up, or if somehow Venomcrest find their way into this. Somehow TF2 throws now, right? Venomcrest find their way back into this and actually take home 4 points tonight. I believe Yak somehow has like a plan up his sleeve. He's gonna, well, lose his flank first on this mid fight. That's gonna be how Venomcrest are gonna do it here. Auto gets a nice, nasty little surf in deep as he just surfs away from Kayan and Juno, and actually somehow stays alive on point for now. Kayan is still in behind as well, but he's got Gazzy staring him down. He's got Josh chasing as well as Morale. Everybody's coming back for this guy. They know how dangerous he is, and there you go, taken care of. They're in control of the point, and they're just holding it again, as you've come to expect so far.
Alright, let's see how they bring this back. No full for the hold, at least helped out a lot now. After this split fight here, don't have to worry about that much just yet, but they still have to worry quite a bit about the rest of this one. Big bomb coming through by Navi. Just all over Poi today. Gets this medic every single time. This time it's just force maybe, but that's still incredible given the circumstances here. Otto can just hold for quite a while until finally there's reason to actually use this Uber.
And it's going to be a lot better for them, but they're also not really going to find much of it. I mean, Juno slipped in behind, but he just gets taken care of. Now they're going to have to get onto this point, and they're not in position to really contest it right now. Venomcrest are actually going to potentially be able to flip this point if they want to wait for their spawners. Looks like they're going to, just out of basically contingency, have to just back off again. Maybe giving up a little bit too much ground, not wanting to cap the point so soon. It's going to bite them a little bit now, as they're having to re-aggress here and are just kind of losing the fight. I mean, they don't have Yak to swam across point. They only got a couple of scouts. They're maybe gonna manage to get the point, but nah, man. A bit of aggression with TF2 is all it takes to shut these guys down again. These little mosquito scouts, they're doing.
Gazzy didn't quite get away, pushing into everyone there. Off the beam will go down. It's only one down though, and Yuga's coming up any second here, so they might not waste much time getting back into the fight here. Might not even wait much for Gazzy at all. Have everyone up now, have Yuga as well. They're already close, so you gotta make a decision he's doing right. Otherwise the spam's just gonna come through and they're eating so much damage. Throw a bomb in. Navi once again trying to get Poi, but this time, finally Poi's getting away. That's the second one coming through. Josh tries as well, but they're not quite doing it. Poi's been struggling staying alive against these soldiers right now, but this time around, finally, it might just be enough. In all that effort though, to try and keep them alive, Otto, as weak as he was, did get away.
Yeah, and he's got a full Uber as well, so Venomcrest are gonna have to really actually try to hold this one. I mean, they have to work for it, you know? They got the point right now, but they gotta work to keep it, because TF2easy aren't gonna give this one up without a fight. They're certainly gonna keep bringing them the danger, keep bringing them the damage, and Venomcrest are gonna be using first. They managed to find Morale yet again before the Uber gets used out of TF2easy. Dropped by mere seconds, and, well, I think that one frag guy, they find good kill onto Turum in the backlines, but they're in such bad position with TF2easy. They have to really be careful here. Can tried the bombing, got taken care of. Yak is in with a bomb as well, gets the kill onto Otto. That's what he was looking for. Now the scouts are just running rampant, or at least trying to. There you go. Find a couple of kills.
But Navi is just alone on the medic. LB was forward again, and there's just a soldier in the backlines.
Every time, Navi's got that guy's number, man. Navi's just all over Poi today.
He's just an artist with it, you know?
He's different. It's just how it is. He's built different.
Here's the one upside for BNC, right? This is all happening with that time leak now. So I think the point is right while this all is going to happen right now. Behind the backline just delays by a couple seconds as well. They need all the time they can get. So it's not that big a deal. Poi spawning crits quick again. Last time they didn't even get it in time. So you gotta worry.
Let's see if they can get it this time. It might work out a little bit better if they can just find the frags. I mean, they're not really. They find a bit of damage onto some TF2 players,
two people, I guess, but after that it just ran out.
That's it. They're really banking on these crits, huh? I mean, that was like a sack way of seeing what they can get going, but they gotta bank on these crits working, and, well, if they can't even just get, like, the first little pick off, Otto's gonna have an Uber, so if he just right-clicks, that crits is completely neutralized. They have to bank on this working. They have to bank on, like, a clear shot. Never mind, doesn't even matter. They just use the Uber into them. So those crits are completely null and void. Poi even gets taken down, so it's an absolute disaster for Venomcrest here. They have to somehow find a way back into this, and well, they find Morale, I guess.
Get that through
I don't know how.
Scout on beam.
I don't know how. Maybe he's having a good day, or Morale is not having a good day. I don't know. Something's going on here. But yeah,
that's one way to win the fight. Look at that instant bombs of that as well. They're just thinking they're safe afterwards, and nope. They're just getting completely melted by this whole team running in. BNC's keeping this round competitive. This is match point after all. All the points on the line right now. This could be going home with the one single one from getting this to overtime earlier. But is that enough?
Well, I don't know. I feel like the crits on the side of BNC are just like psychological warfare at this point. Like they used them twice to absolutely no effect. Maybe they're just trying to give TF2 some false confidence, seeing what they can get away with. I mean, they trade out Josh for Juno here. They finally have some crits. Are they going to be able to do anything with it? Yeah, crits. Is he going to get a kill? No, he does not with the crits, as Morale just runs forward and kills Poi. And now they have to somehow find an auto who is basically in spawn. And they
Okay,
haven't kept the
but
point yet,
3
so
people
waiting.
died after the use, so that must count for something.
I guess. But it was with the crits, so it doesn't count.
Well, it put them there. That's all part of the plan.
It's a zoning crit.
Completely ignoring the fact that the medic died, making this whole thing just kind of fall apart completely. 8 seconds left, they're getting this to overtime again, but they've choked in overtime before, and there's only 40 seconds for TF2easy. If they get this without using, this would be a disaster, and so far no one's getting far enough to get the damage going.
Yeah, both scouts going down as well. They finally killed morale, but that's it for now. Nobody's got any ground or angles to really get onto this point out of sight of Venomcrest, and well, Otto's sitting on that full Uber. He's perfectly content with just waiting on point, waiting for Venomcrest to come to him to try and make use of that. And well, Poi isn't switching off the crits just yet either, so they gotta bank on that working. Maybe, I mean, they've got time to build it. If they can somehow sneak in a nice little juicy sticky bomb onto the medic directly, that's the only chance, the only saving grace they have. Nah, they're just gonna use immediately. They find Gazi over, that's it. So everybody is safe from these crits. They just gotta make sure they don't walk on the stickies as they are now scattered across the point. Well, they actually winning the poster with fire.
Yeah, they're staying on point. No one's getting that
Okay.
time. Okay, this was genuinely zoning crits that actually did something.
Yeah, it
just
worked
got
actually
them
really
off the
well.
board. And it's
For
all
once-
it had to do.
For once, that was a great zoning crit. Sometimes crits is the play.
I don't know if I agree still, but they're sticking with it. They got the one
Yeah.
round. They did get this game with crit squeak, so clearly there must be
Ooh.
something to that.
Yeah, maybe they figured it out. Maybe they cracked the code. This is what it needs. So let's see if this keeps it up for Venomcrest here. And well, maybe TF2 are gonna adjust to it. They know what they're going up against. They know that they still got a 2-round buffer here, right? They're on match point. They only have to win once. Venomcrest has to win twice. They're gonna be able to trade out Josh for High here. And a couple more kills as well. Kane gets traded out, but crucially 2 more on the other side. Nubby and Morel both going down, basically forcing TF2 to just give up their ground here, as Otto is way back out of harm's way with that Uber ready. Boy has his crits ready as well. And if they can get this crits off early, actually, I mean, Otto's gonna have to wait a little bit. He doesn't have it quite yet. They find absolutely nothing with it. It's yet another zoning crit. And I guess they're just gonna put stickies all
Calling
over
this
the
one a
place.
zoning crit is some big copium. You're putting into those words there. That is just nothing coming out of this one. Otto was not close. Can just casually walk away. Now they have a full Uber coming in here, and they gotta really get rid of this one right now, otherwise they have to push up against another Uber as well.
And yep, okay, they get the force out of him, but they do drop pretty much half their team for it. It's only Tyrum and Poi, and well, Poi is just in spawn healing absolutely nobody. So
Are we delaying for Gazi? Nope, we're not. It's not that bad. Spawn Riffy's getting out of it anyway. So it's not that big a deal, got like 2 seconds more. All good right there. Alright, well, you really want some bonus kills out of that if you can help it, but this time around it will not happen. This is gonna just be back to the forward hold, and those have been very difficult for them. Yeah, Otto's getting jumped by the soda though. Can has the time to get there in the end.
does get that crucial pick. That's all they needed. I mean, they lost 4 players for it with trying to bust that forward hold, but they got
actually,
the...
it was
never
Otto,
mind.
never mind.
Okay, how did Josh even... Okay, like they just let him walk in cliff and then he just jumps on top of
who's gonna
Poi
stop
and-
him? Everyone's dead.
I guess, but like Poi could have stood in spawn, you know? You should expect that. Surely you should have expected that. Well, so much for that. Venomcrest took what was a great opportunity and turned it into ash. There's nothing left. It has evaporated in front of them. Now they have to just find their way back into this. Normally, the old-fashioned way, at least there's no forward hold for them to bust, but they still got to get across this point. And Josh is already in deep again, gets the kill onto Yak, and well, that's gonna slow them down. Okay, and taken down as well. Traded out. They basically have to give up ground already. Tyrum gets taken down. High finds the kill onto Nubby at least. Junu's in the combo as well, but it's not enough. They just gotta back off here again. And if Poi, I mean, doesn't have to worry about soldiers, but oh yeah, they're back on slot.
switching
I was
off,
wondering why
but-
I was wondering why it's so slow with the build. There
Who
you
stopped
go.
believing?
I guess this is where it turns. And there's the Uber out of auto. Well, they're not getting much with it, huh? They get high and a lot of ground. They find Yak as well. Okay, they're getting a
There's
little
the
bit
bomb
with
coming
it.
through. Oh, Trump bungles the jump though. Oh, he's getting so deleted for beefing the jump just a tiny bit. Just stuck on the wall and suddenly he's just in front of 10 projectiles. No, where's Poi going as well? Just so far forward.
Okay.
Wait, the rockets left the launcher? And that thing was never rendered on my screen. How did Otto just die to that?
point blank, I guess.
That was a mind frag. What that happened.
He just thought about him and he exploded. That's how it worked.
Sure, whatever. Okay, fine. It's advantage, but like, is it really?
Well, I mean, they should be able to cap the point here, but they still have so much time to take down. You know, that's the 2 minutes here, the 2.5 minutes that they have to take down. And TF2Easy, they're not giving that up without a fight. They're in an equal situation. They know they're the better team here. They know they can take these fights. There goes Term taking care of him immediately. They gotta just take care of a couple more players, and it's already looking good for them. But that being said, they've lost both of their soldiers, and Venomcrest is just holding this point down with a little bit of an iron fist right now. Juno is gonna die as well, and well, they actually backed off again.
Well, it's gonna come down to the wire now. TPC's timer is ticking down dangerously low as well. Didn't delay for spawn, so now we Joshua down for a little while longer. You gotta get in here while you can, but they're just playing a little bit slow. They don't have Uber yet, don't taking the risk here while they still don't have Uber, but by the time one team has, both teams will can down as well. Now waiting any longer, so already highly worked out against their favor at this point. What's gonna be the play now? A bomb by Drum on the flank, there we go, takes this towards Cliff, gets some great damage from up top, takes down Josh as well. One soldier doing so much work, what can the rest of the team do in this scenario?
Well, follow up on some of the damage, and that's what they're doing. They're finding a couple of frags. They lose Strom finally, but he's already done enough for them this fight. Otto gets taken down as well. Kane finds that kill, gets taken care of, but still, they should be able to convert this point here. If they actually want to stand on it, I guess they're waiting for spawners, but it is a risky one because every second you're just waiting longer, even in overtime, is just another second that TF2 can keep moving forward, pressure you back. They still haven't capped the point, and now that time's going to tick away.
The major strikes again.
As well. Oh no, this is so bad for Venomcrest. It's only Can left. They should have just capped. They should have just capped, and they didn't, and that's what's biting them. And that's TF2Easy taking the match.
There you go, 3-1, 5 points going their way. It is the win we expected and all that. It's not quite the win I think TF2Easy wanted here in the end, but it's 5 points in the books. Can't really complain about it too much longer. Just gotta be happy with what you got here now. And, I don't know, clean up the process, last pushes a little bit before LAN, I guess. It's not much time to do that, but it kind of has to happen unless they want to really have to just ban it all out. I don't think that's really that easy right now, because you gotta also ban around what the other teams are good at, right?
Yeah.
So always having to worry about your weaknesses is just, it sucks so much. Either way, that's 5 points there. That's gonna be ahead of Witness again, but they haven't played this week yet, so that doesn't mean a whole lot just now. And still ahead of the Crusaders as well, even if those guys get 6. So second place is not confirmed just yet, but on lockdown currently.
Looking almost all but confirmed at this point, yeah. I mean, there's very little that can shake them from second place at this point, I think.
How many points did they drop total now? 1 here, 1 against League of Shadows, and 2 against Forfence. That's 4 points total, right? So they really just have to straight up win against Witness if they want to get first. It can't be anything else but just winning both maps in 6-0 fashion total. If they want to sneak away the first point in the last week, that's going to be a funny one. I do wonder what the map picks will be there. Mind you, last week's got to be the 1 week where both CoF maps are legal for picking in Div 1 and Prem.
Oh boy.
So technically, there could be an official that is Bagel product. I really hope there's one somewhere.
I want to see that. That's
I don't know if that's what we're going to get, though.
It's also going to be so short. Like, you're not going to be there for like an hour with 30 minutes each, right?
That depends entirely on how close it is.
I guess, but
that
like,
is one map that could last like 33 minutes if it just goes 3-2.
I guess, but realistically, right? You know, might be short. Anyway.
Either way, much improved here on the second map. Still some good stuff from VNC, of course, but as a grand whole, this was just a much better map out of TF2Easy as a total thing. Much helped by just really strong forward hold positions. I think they got punished for it once going quick for forward hold because there were still people behind them. But other than that, every time they went forwards, it was just the right play to make it every single play. In every single situation there. Just completely denying them all the space, really making it difficult to leave and getting like a minute and a half, I think, out of one of them as well. Let alone killing the medic with another 2. So a great set of this one. You've got to be quick with those. They're making it work just fine. And there you go. That's going to be nice 3 points for the taking.
Solid player, TF2Easy. Much more the team that you would expect them to be on product here. And if they can somehow in the next 3 days clean up their process play, again, maybe it's just a bad day. Maybe you know it's a fluke. You never know. But I think we like from what we've seen on process from them, they tend to be a bit weak on it, right? So if they can somehow clean that up for LAN and for Witness, really, right? That's going to be their big matchup coming up. And then that's good for them. Otherwise, that's dire. It's not a great situation to be in.
Well, if they proved anything, it is just the fact that they are looking to just keep on fighting every time they have to, right? I mentioned it before. They're not giving up. And that is really, really important because there's just more harder games left to come. They still have to go for Witness. They have an entire LAN coming up starting this Friday as well, ahead of them too. So it's just going to get harder and harder from here, really, for the rest of the season. And then playoffs after that as well, once they're getting back home too. It is just difficult games from here on out.
It's a busy the rest of the year, man. They just constantly, and then it's the holidays, and you gotta like frag your family or something. Oh god, guess they gotta like frag in real life or something. I don't know. I don't go outside. Anyway, bad anecdote aside, I think that's it with this week, right? I don't think unless people want to play more later this week or tomorrow.
I keep my eyes open if the game scheduled for Thursday, in fact, happening on Thursday, but I have my doubts on that, to be honest.
Maybe if you play like in the morning and then like, you know, your plane's at like 2 p.m. so you can like do it quickly before leaving. I don't know. I don't think anything's happening this week until then, so...
update on the French dimensions. 2 French mid-teams won today.
Oh boy.
And that's it from us. We'll see you guys maybe on Thursday, maybe not. I'm not sure. Either way, next week we're back for sure. Catch you then.
Yep.